What's up, Nerd Crew? Nurdie J here, and today we are going to take a look at Transformers 1985 Autobot Architect Grapple. Without further ado, let's take a look. Cue the intro! One of the greatest architectural minds on Cybertron, Grapple's creations, especially his buildings, were considered great masterpieces. After the Decepticons destroyed many of his creations, Grapple found himself depressed and found a friend in the Autobot named Hoist. Not wanting to leave his friend alone, Hoist convinced Grapple to join the Autobots along with him, so they can have better chance of staying together and Grapple might gain some new friends as well. Now on Earth, even after having his things destroyed, Grapple is still willing to give the Decepticons a chance, even when cautioned by Hoist and ordered to stay away by Optimus Prime, just to see his new creations come to life. Let's see what this vehicle has to offer. Well, he's a boom tower crane or something to that effect. He's a boom crane or something. And he is the same model as a future review that I'm going to do. He's the same model and release date as Inferno. Just replace the boom here with a ladder, and repaint him red. Then you pretty much have Inferno. Now this is the original version of Grapple, the 1985, and it is really showing its age. Like these pegs here and peg holes are refusing to stay together all that well. There are a couple of reissue parts that I put on because I had before I had this one that I found at Goodwill. I did have the Encore reissue, or no, it wasn't Encore, it was the commemorative, and when I got this from Goodwill, I decided to replace the back bumpers and the tires. The issue with that is, for some reason, I don't know if it's because of the age of this figure or if they are slightly different toolings, the tires tend to just like come off easily, and they don't really stay together even when rolling. So now for articulation, there's only like a little bit. You can rotate the tower up and down, and rotate this support piston thing, or hydraulic, whatever you want to call it. You can rotate that around, and then the hook can swing back, forward and back, and then the center part can extend a little bit. So now let's get into transformation. Wait, before transformation, I just forgot. Bluestreak comparison. So, these are kind of what we're going with. So, Bluestreak being a car from 1984, and then, even though this is the commemorative reissue edition of him, and the 1985 Grapple, which they are still considered in the same vein. They are in the same price range back in the day. Even though he's a crane, he's considered a car. I don't know why. But here they are. And there's that. Alright, Bluestreak out of the way. Let's get into transformation. So, first come to these weird things. Pull them out and rotate them forward. Rotate them down. And for some reason, these silver things on mine don't rotate. They are kind of just stuck there. They do rotate if you move the entire arm and you brace the back. That does rotate at that point, but by itself, it just does that. So, then you come to the bottom, and this is a armature that is hinged down a little. So you want to kind of just straighten that out, and there's a hook back here. It's not very well seen, but there is a hook that is over some weird pegs, and you want to separate the legs by spraying them just a tiny bit, because these are I don't know how well that's coming up, but these right here, they are like extended top part of the joint. So, and that's what this hook hooks into. So you just want to collapse the hydraulic, rotate the hook. I guess you just want the hook straight out. I thought it rotated around. Bring up the back area. And at the same time, since this is kind of just weak hinged, so the legs just come down, and then you hinge or accordion. Then before you peg this part in, you want to come to this box, rotate it around to reveal the head, like so, and then accordion that down and bring it up. And it's kind of hard to do because this is a weird T peg thing, and it had like this double hook mechanism needs to go around that. So it's kind of tricky to do it, but you want to make sure that the roof of the vehicle is touching the base of the head, and yeah, you just gotta push it, and it makes that weird snappy noise that I do not like. Then you rotate the feet around, bring down the boom, and to create like a tripod type thing, because or else the head just wiggles really bad. You just bring it down and just squish it till the feet hit, and then bring up the hook the rest of the way. Now, for the fists, he has this fist that will peg into here. But, yeah, I need to add some glue or something because this does not stick, as one can see. And I kind of forgot to actually do that before doing this review. I thought it was perfectly fine. And then you include the missile, which that stays. And finally, was a mold issue with this gun. This is not how the gun actually looked. Half of, like the front part of the cannon was missing. Like right where it turns into, like there's this like bracket that goes in front of this area. And then you have the nozzle. Well, the nozzle entirely was missing. Like, it was not even molded on. So what I did was what my brother did technically, was clip off the bracket. And on top of the bracket was like another rod up here. And he just clipped it off to make a better cohesive gun. So, and that's supposed to go into his fist. And let's see if that will create enough friction, and it does. For articulation, once again, it's very simplistic. I'm going to just take off the gun arm. The gun arm and the missile can just rotate 360 within the little launcher, because these are supposed to be wrist-mounted launchers. But for articulation, he has a butterfly hinge here. And then if you need it, he's got that extra hinge. 360 rotation. You got that secondary joint if you need it. And the elbows go up and down. So you have that. Yep, I'm going to set that to the side. For comparison, well, we only have the one right now. And we have the previous video, Bluestreak, from 1984, yet again. And so that's what they look like. And I still don't know how they were in the same price point back in 1985/84. So, yeah, you have that. And an update on Bluestreak, for those who want to know. This side decided to just break when I was transforming them. So now the doors are, both sides of the doors are very floppy. I'm going to have to try and figure that out. And so, yeah, moving him along. And there we have Grapple, fully transformed and compared. Grapple is equipped with an arc welder rifle. Yeah, that's kind of hard to say. And it looks like this. And he also has missiles built into the wrists. And he comes with 3 of them. And they're soldering missiles. So that's what this is. This originally was another Transformer that belonged to my brother. And I'm talking about the commemorative reissue, not the current one that I got. I was not able to play with due to my past issues with his Transformers. And also because I also had his mold-mate of Inferno. Once I became serious about expanding my G1 collection, my brother eventually allowed me to have Grapple along with some others to build up my collection. When I play with G1 version of Grapple, I just keep him true to his bio and his characterization within the cartoon. I've been Nurdie J for Nurdie Boys. This has been Autobot Grapple, and we'll catch you next time.